The government shutdown will go on for as long as they can make it go on because they don't want a government. When Steve Bannon was chief strategist, and keep in mind what chief strategist means, he talked about the deconstruction of the administrative state. And as they always do, they obscure what that actually means with things like less taxes, less regulations. Right, but taxes pay for all of our services. And regulations keep us from getting rat poop in our food and lead in our water. Because if all you want is a militarily bellicose ethno-state for certain people, then all you need is a military and corporations and control of the media. And they have that now, with the exception of social media, which is why they are fighting so hard to clamp down on it all, and why those of you who say get offline and go out to your neighbors are right, but you're also very, very wrong. You're not realizing how strong social media has been in getting us to a place where we actually have a groundswell of the people who know what actually is going on, who have learned more about history. In the past 5 years, okay, the human species has learned so much more about how our world is run, right? And you're forgetting also that back in the day, back when, there was the consolidation of all media under the Telecommunications Act and the end of the Fairness Doctrine, that was Reagan. But like between those two things, they took control of media. And that's why all the boomers have such basically bad brains around politics, because it was made that way by media. Media is so much more important than we give it credit for being. But anyway, that is a tangent. The deconstruction of the administrative state means that there will be no Congress. It means that all that we need is a military who will do whatever it needs to do here and abroad. It means we need a Supreme Court. We need 9 people in long robes who may as well be the high priests for all the access that the people have to them. And then you need increased law enforcement all around the country to put down the eventual and the necessary work that will be done by the people to get out from under these conditions. So when we say things like mutual aid is the way, y'all think we're sloganeering because you still believe that Congress is somehow going to save us when what happened when Doge came in, right? Doge was a completion of the dismantling of the administrative state. They literally went in and made most of the big government organizations inoperable. They smashed them for parts and then left. Darlings, a lot of y'all are still in denial about exactly where we are and what we need to do. And that's all I can say here.